There we are. Sorry about that.
Could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last.
Halcyon, very fancy word for a whore.
Naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard. The gentlest man I have. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered until we found ourselves here. It was the veil that fed us. Those that could be healed at least.
He passed away.
He did. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, though I was still a stranger to them.
Well, yeah, you were hot.
I swore that I would return the kindness that I would repay.
Thank you, Isabel.
You realize anyone would have treated you that way. They only did it because you're hot.
You're a lot like him, you know.
Taken.
Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you.
Taken, unless Joel agrees to a threesome.
And I shan't either.
And she just might.
But it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. The people, the soldiers, even all united in defense of this town. And what of you? Can we count on your support?
Always.
Only if I get something in return, though. I got the signboard. More Calcum. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, it's raining
well,
outside.
This at your service.
Please, just sit.
Oh, of course. Hey, the sergeant says you'll be evaluating me.
To become a scout, yes. You are a...
I am, but I swore I'd face him.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was it. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. It taught me what one man can, and I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's savior.
You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to the...
So...
You haven't even started. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook and bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the log, you'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect, all without being discovered and thrown into...
Ember. Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you...
Know my limits. Right, I won't let you down.
You're just repeating whatever I say. Repeat whatever you say. Right.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. Good girl.
Yeah!
Go, Ambrosia. Ride like the wind. God, that rain is coming down.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Oh no.
Or maybe not.
Here we go.
Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Rawr.
Run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Excellent work, Clive.
Ember, are you?
He ran away.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm that lazy. Turn around, back to Northreach, and I'm never getting round. Turn around.
I didn't. Where is Ember?
He must have. He was no.
I knew the boy.
The right man.
Aha. Sid's
I believe
theme.
this is the...
Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me? To bring the thing back without getting...
He has you then, is
But Sid!
He did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your... Don't you leave me.
Yes, Sergeant.
He is a little bit of a shit, I have to say.
This won't be an easy decision.
Now, to the Desert Kingdom. Tabua.
Are you buying or selling? It's a deal. Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad. Take care.
Your Grace, my lord.
Cyril.
You found... Yes.
This ought to be a heartfelt one.
If you would do us the honor.
I shall.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive
The day before we left for...
What are these plans? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the banner. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. Your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse. with the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn...
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never, nor would he have entrusted his vision to those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
Annabella.
Pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Dutch, but one at least remains.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that, after all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who...
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
So he was going to free the slaves.
Lord Marquis?
What is it, sir?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue... He sent an owl some while ago, but...
Was he surveying another
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We but an ancient religion that worshipped. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the circle.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs.
Fully cognizant of the risk, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third chair. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, for as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate.
Ah.
But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickelberg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of... If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right.
You are much too kind. Go then, with my hopes, and may the firebirds fly...
Oh, enough of your religion. May the firebird's flame be never in your heart. Ooh. Blah.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
My lady.
My lord. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, lady. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
Aye.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Of
Indeed
course.
Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you, but alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress, but with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed. I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to...
Thank you. What say you, Clive? What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am much blood.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's...
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes, in fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
If he were alive,
Say
you mean,
Joshua.
because he's quite dead.
What else?
What else? Let's kill the bastard. That's just a wild beast, Joshua. Kill the bastard! Ah, the Dalmekian Republic. What a shithole.
Why the hell would Victor take the bear?
Here to help me pack. Thanks, but I'll be traveling light.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go,
There is... If it's within my power...
My goodness.
I refuse to let them. If I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe.
Yeah, alright.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. A damn big... The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has...
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another.
Oy vey.
Town guard, well, we need to evacuate. There's... Ferda, gather the Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make... Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find... Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate...
Understood.
I'll do what I can to...
Oy vey.
What's an...
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such...
It's you.
What do you want?
It's
Lord
you,
Underhill?
the one who saved us
Puzzling
multiple
important
times,
message.
bastard.
There's been a reefer
Ugh.
flood. Now, the camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale...
Oh, do we? And who was it?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square. You may believe his lies, my lord.
But why would he lie about something like...
Some twisted attempt at revenge. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected. A great honor for one of it. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been...
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become... Lubor cannot be trusted.
You may not trust me. But for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that.
What?
Now be off with you.
What? What? You people are being... There isn't a single chance. Even if I hadn't said anything, there'd be a chance of it being true.
If our
Just
words will
by
not move
mere
them, then we must
coincidence.
find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I mean, maybe they just deserve to die. Fuck them.
I think we'd better shut up shop. What's Lubor raving about now?
What commotion is this? I asked myself.
Ooh, wait, I want to buy something.
Are you looking for something in particular? hell with Gilbert.
Lord Ferd. Sid. I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the... They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says could... A bloody fool. Which means the town guard can't be counted on, but I can. If there's anything, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor?
I couldn't abandon a friend in need, and Blue Boy is in need at this very moment.
Well then, we're a little merry band of outlaws and we'll have to kill all the Akashic ourselves.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill.
How do we know these Akashic are real? I've never seen one.
There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
He said a swear word. I don't know about
You'd
that.
like that, wouldn't you, Bearer?
Yeah, bears are known for their murderous
With us out of
intent.
the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
Would you put on a shirt before coming to a town meeting? You dare make me bleed my own blood?
Far away!
Yeah, get out of here, you piece of shit.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Yes, that's the point. And now we'll hurt you. Oh, we hurt children. Hey, that felt kind of good. Let's keep hurting them. Then just a giant rock comes, smashes one of their heads in.
What did ever do to you?
Lied to us.
He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe.
No, Clive did all that. Yeah, Clive should be leader.
You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
It was Lou
What about
Ball.
your counting table, Natalie?
Oh, it was Lou Ball. What about you, shirtless man? He kept making you shirts, even if you never wear them.
Get dirty. Who spends all day, every day, making sure things run smoothly around here?
Jenna from accounting.
You ever say thank you? Ever? But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
Yes, right now he's not smiling.
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
Who? Oh, we might be bad guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, they'll go help him up.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
Shut up.
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
I knew that was coming.
We won't run, but we will fight.
Damn, you two communicated all this wordlessly?
All right, then.
Batten down the hatches.
Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now
They are mindless monsters. Driven with the bandits, we at least knew how and where they will. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands.
I don't know, I usually kill them pretty
the town
easily.
guard will muster at the north gate. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the... And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Conrad. Can I count on the support of the town?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers and the command of our men in yours, Ferda.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade and tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside these. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready.
Very well.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most peril? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Out. Main host is most likely still there. And Dalamil will not be safe and...
A little gardening.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these...
Luckily, so am I.
So you are? All right then, we all know what we... Now it's simply a matter...
For Dalamil! Thanks, Lubor.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Oh, good. That's convenient. Ooh, I gotta pee. Un momento, be right back. For Lubor. I mean for Dalamil. I mean for Clive.
Flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
Probably a Kashik, you fucking idiot. The same thing that always is. Tea. I'm sneaking in.
Can't leave a single one alive. It's over.
Come on, then. Gotta love Jill's dodge.
This one. Get him. Too slow.
Excellent. That was easier than I thought it would be.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalamil and see how the others fared.
You could, Clive, you could.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been... Seems that might be the last.
Last of them here, perhaps. Lubor, Sip, Clive.
Clive Underhill.
Clive! What news from
It's done.
I knew you wouldn't let...
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated, and we need not fear the arrival of any more. Victory is...
We bloody...
We saved Dalamil.
Lubor, after all you have done for this town.
But we did. And we only hope that you...
We need you, Lubor. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor...
You do remember that
We do. But that is not a stain on your character.
Oh look, we beat
It is a
racism.
stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be.
I see.
Yes, you were rather shitty.
But I will only accept your proposal on two conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will... Unity is the key to defending Dalamil. And I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our... When that time comes, I will expect us all.
Of course.
And second, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same. They will not be judged by what they are, but who.
As we failed to do, and came so...
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in
condition. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Oh, Lubor, you cretin, you.
How fickle. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving, and now, here.
I mean, you're leading like 10 people, so it's not that much of an election. I'm not going to lie, Lubor, you're fucked.
Fear not, you are of course relieved. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as out. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children.
Can't have all your hard work.
Daw. We're friends. I have to say, out of all the storylines, for some reason this one I just don't give a shit about. Actually, that's not true. This one's not bad. It's probably that one in the northern city that I don't give a shit about. Seemed to be just a vessel to prop up the dame. Lubor here, he's actually kind of likable. Briar's Kiss signboard. Well, we've gotten a couple more signboards. We're wrapping things up, eh? almost caught up on all of our side quests.
Welcome to Dravoj, Sid.
I have some things for sale.
Yes. I shall see what you have
Thanks.
for sale, my lady.
Go safely now.
Yeah. I'll go however I feel, woman. Come, my chocobo.
Run like the wind. Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide?
Ah. Hello. I'm here to kill you, Mr. Turtle.
Looks like we found him.
Oh, damn it, missed it.
Too slow.
Alright, I think we just did a counter. Just gotta do that one more time and we'll be golden. Come on. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Whoa, what? Why did he just... We did it, right? That was 2 magic counters. Whoa! Why the fuck is he able to hit me with that so easily? Damn, really thought I had that double counter. Yeah, well, we'll get it eventually here. We have the adamantoise shell. That's the important thing. Now, what are some of the other ones we can shoot for here? Since that one's not going so well. 2 heat wave counters in a single battle. Defeat 5 enemies in the air after using deadly embrace. Alright, let's look through for deadly embrace. Where are you, my fine ability? Charged magic, stomp, switch recovery, taunt, running blade, down thrust. I don't see deadly embrace. Satellite, Raging Fists. Ah! There we are. We must use Garuda. Much as I'm wont to do that, we shall. And then the other one was Lightning Rod. So. Let's go ahead and do that. And that. What are we going to do? Fire, lightning? Yeah, we'll have to go that route. What's this one? Shit. Alright. Well, time to switch things up. For the trophies. Oh, I can just equip whatever the fuck I want? Wait a minute, is it being serious right now? I could have 2 ice attacks on while still having Deadly Embrace. That is actually game-changing. I did have to put up with all this shit. Alright. Well, can I put on a lightning attack then? So let's see, we've got Diamond Dust. That one's useful. That one, not so much. So let's see if we can replace... Oh my gosh, we can? I didn't know we could just interchange shit like this. This is amazing. Oh, complete game changer. Well, shit then. What are the other trophies? I can just equip everything I need to get them. Gouge, Wicked Wheel, Rook's Gambit. Titanic Counter. Steel Counters. Okay, we really don't have all that much left to do. Alright, well, cool. Looks like we got all the abilities we need for right now. So let's go ahead and keep knocking out these side quests. What do we got here? That one over there, and this one all the way over here. Let's go to Baghdad. I'm sorry, Baghdad. Hello, yeah? How are you?
What are you looking for?
Looking for you, motherfucker. I already bought your song. You have nothing to offer me.
You're welcome anytime.
Do you see that too?
Oh, that was a good one.
Papa?
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Make it stop. Won't someone please think of the children?
Come on. Faster.
Lisa needs braces. Wedding plan.
Time to fight.
Caca. Caca. Oh, dental plan. That's what it was. In The Simpsons, it's always, Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. Forget what fucking episode that was. Ah. There's my stream of consciousness. Rutherford, what are you up to now, you cretin?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you!
If it's a fight, you...
Allow me.
Uh-oh.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
Yep.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish
We haven't even started yet. You say finish him whenever you've already beat me up.
Get him! This one. Over here! This one.
Come on, hit the lightning rod. Hit it. Hit it. Come on, hit it. Guys, I want him to hit the lightning rod. Jeez, you guys do everything for me. About to level up again, damn.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
I didn't realize we were in a cutscene, excuse me. Mi scusi, mi scusi.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just...
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying region, but I hadn't thought the corruption had reached... It's a fucking Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change your... or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos, but I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right, but in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
Hey?
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words... we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps?
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either, and I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Who's that?
Who's that, sir? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make
What
it
are
through
we
this.
talking about?
Very well.
Oh.
Send your man to me right away.
Maybe,
I shall.
Oh, what's his name? The guy who killed the judge.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Portis.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Quentin. Quentin was his name. Yes.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. Someone like Quentin.
Aha, I knew it.
I hope I can convince him at least.
Yeah, see, I was paying attention. I haven't seen him in many, many days, but they're memorable characters. He was only in like 2 side quests to start. But, as I said, memorable characters. Come, my chocobo. Let us ride.
Let's go.
My fine feathered friend.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Simurg.
For House Rossfield. Too slow.
Can't see shit.
Get him.
Ow. Now you shall feel the full wrath of Clive Rossfield.
All yours, Torgal.
And you're done. Goodbye, my fine feathered friend. You are a worthy opponent, though not that great. I am afraid you lose. Heartstone. 2 of them.
This is the Heartstone.
I expect Lady...
Well, clearly it's labeled as such, Clive. My god. My god, 5,000? No wonder I couldn't afford shit.
Jonathan will know.
Right. Alright. Anything else? Ah, yes. And then I'll have to go to Quentin. Lord Rossfield, I've been looking for you for a very long time.
The griffin is slain.
And the Heartstone.
What? No, we're just coming back to visit you. We're not fighting that thing.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. Thank you, your father would be...
Lady Goditha.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Thank you, my lady. And I shall see it done by the end of the day, or you shall be killed.
The armbands are prey. Take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet. or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion.
I thank you, my
The
lady.
graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
Unbreakable.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies, both enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have... So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke of the deep love he had for both of you. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us.
And you said
I tried to warn
nothing.
your father, but it was when word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed and so my pursuit continued. Until Lord Cyril, he informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered. And that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyalty.
As do I.
Thank you, my
Yes, but I thank you more. No, me.
Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
No. Well, look at that.
The bands suit you well.
Aye.
It must be gratifying to finally receive.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your... Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive?
I don't know what churlish means, but sure, let's do it.
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix. I prithee claim it. For it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Aye.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Aye, Josh, that he is. We have work to do, though, before we can visit Father. To the edge of infinity and beyond. Come, my chocobo, let us ride north. To the slightly less shitty lands. Oh, glad I looked at the map.
This be Mickleburg.
You deserve a rest.
What are you all doing here? Shouldn't you be dead?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough.
Ultima. They're a weird religion of Ultima.
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
No, you're crazy.
No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Uh-oh.
This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give
them.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sin.
Let free us from the torment.
They want to be. Forgive me. But did another foreigner like me come here?
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes.
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
And he shall die soon for failing so miserably in his quest.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you, Lord Rosfield?
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill.
He said that you had failed to report.
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learn, you have seen them at their prayers.
Uh-oh.
They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord, praying night and day that they might be rid of their... Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him with all. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... And so I would see it through, to see these people safe, that they might do their duty to their Lord.
You do understand what their dream is?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a... I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is... Forgive me, my lord. But I must remain here. If you are to return to Master...
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what.
Something is always happening, you fool.
An ether flood. Oh no.
Of course. There's always an ether
Must be
flood.
something I can do.
Afraid not, my boy.
Echoes as well. Found her. Ready, brother? Ready. Ogle, kill!
Excellent work, Clive. Ooh, I'm crashing hard now.
What now?
Ah, my boss.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Come on, then. Come on, one more time. Ha-ha! Yes! Ha 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 ha! Now freeze.
This one. This one. Nice try. Nice more attack. This one.
That did some damage. And now you're done. Ha ha ha. Ooh, we're almost up to a level up. It's not over yet.
Damn it.
Oh! That was a pretty lame death.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation.
You're an idiot.
By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment. Even if they must become a Kashik.
You're talking an awful lot. Just hurry up and die.
Achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
What empathy. You are truly a unique man.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
No, they're just a Kashik. Good for them. happy for them. I'm real happy for you, and I'm gonna let you finish, but
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an... I buried him in Mickelberg.
If you could not save him.
The villagers, they were... But they prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their... Beneath the flood came. Your brother sacrificed himself that they... Even knowing that that life... was...
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause. It matters not how misguided others might judge one, only that the decision we live according to the teachings of our order. We believe it for better or worse.
well,
But he didn't die for your creed, and you still believe that what he did was...
I believe we of the Undying are not slaves, and this was his will.
I'd like to know this man's... to know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the... They died serving my house. That is my duty.
Of course, I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield.
it's been the only honor of your life. It's been the only thing your whole life has done.
Yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success, and were they here, I have no doubt.
Well, very good. Oh my, 1,000 ability points, 11,000 experience. I didn't even do that much, but I'll take it. Another signboard. And they opened up my mind. Oh my goodness, I'll just have so many quests. Alright, let's keep going. I said I'd clear all these side quests out, and that's exactly what I'll do.
Ready, go?
Faster! Unwavering will. And an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemy? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. He was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
No.
It's just back there.
And there he is, Father. A heartfelt remembrance for our dearly
Father always
departed.
fought for what he believed was right.
Aye, he did. Just as we do.
It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
It's because you were like 12, dude.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
Who, Sid?
I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may.
No.
You might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Put it back. Hmm? What? Ghost.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Aye. A rusted battle helm. A curiosity, eh? I'll take that curiosity. Okay. Kind of already knew that, but alright. Good to have him. Alright. Let's continue on. Now we've just got Lostwing. And we're finally back to the hideaway. Hopefully with some more bounties available. Quentin, I require your assistance once more, my friend.
Run like the wind. No need to ride from here.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him.
Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
Buddy, I saved your life more times than I can count.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to...
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive, the people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
Well, it appears I've been
I
short-sighted.
fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
All right. Finally back to the hideaway. It's been quite the globe-trotting little series of events here. We managed to close some doors on some important storylines, though.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I said,
one of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain short.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a hand.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosened, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to
Such great
follow
vocabulary. Parsimonious.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Quite. Well, am I to be teleported there? It appears so.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, Ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man! Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep. And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal! Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as... Fine. Upstanding young gentleman. Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind, and to do that we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Who are you presenting to? I don't know.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive.
I don't know who that is.
I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Another 11,000 experience.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to.
What do you think that thing is? And how the hell
You be careful up there.
You should have. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't... Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you into it, but from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved...
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honor. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has... And this time he was found wanting. But after all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, Young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now.
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
But where are you going?
Soft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
You couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days.
They never do.
That's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid.
Excellent. My God.
Vivian, I found it.
You... Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors.
Execute.
I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of collective belief, and that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people, as the sad history of the bearers.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire... I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended.
Oh, very close indeed, my lady.
But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth.
I'll try, Vivi.
I hope that title's only a coincidence. Oh dear, another correspondence. Things are certainly coming together now. Man, it really has been all side quests today.
Mid.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world.
Tell me, this is...
It's most of what I need. After you left. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gear's that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait, the children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Cog in the machine, eh?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Sid!
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working on her next
A new invention? Is it an airship?
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs a brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say...
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds.
That's...
Look!
Why are there leftover
I found
pieces?
it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid...
Thanks, Sid.
The brass cogwheel.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they...
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
I know.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
So my part's done then. Oh.
That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Titan was a man.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
No.
Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads.
I disagree, Mid.
Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
He died from Ultima, not an airship.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And you were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it.
I mean, he's dead. You can admit it now.
People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this.
Wind.
Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Huh.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
You little minx. I gotta say though, I don't really appreciate that. So you're not going to build it anymore, but you're going to discard it.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always, but it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, thank God. I thought she was going to ask me to get something else. A model airship.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. To become writers themselves.
Miss Shirley can kiss my ass. Me arse.
I hear that did you by any chance
I did.
There you go, boyo. Hope you find what you're looking for. Have a good time.
The director was a brutal man.
The registry was all I found beneath. There was no sign of a body.
Oh. I pray that at least all their names are here, my friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman. It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Barbach. And the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Or anywhere.
Will I?
These records would have been buried for all eternity.
All right. We might just have the reputation to pull this off now. Another side quest. Bugger all.
help you today, Clive?
Come to claim your just desserts?
You earned this. Here you are.
What's this? Ah.
I don't have that one. You do.
All done?
What do you have for me now? Ah, the last three. The Grim Reaper.
What will it be today? Truth is but a matter. Alas. Well, Clive.
I am.
Naturally. I shall. Godspeed. Back again? Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Well, excellent. We have almost all the collectibles.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No, it's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to...
I'm sure she'd like...
Back in the north, families would always make gifts. I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome.
So?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready.
Is there anything I can do? All right then.
A good luck charm.
Not just any.
No.
Of course.
One made from the feather. There's naught luckier in all the realm. Or so we... Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing.
Only the big day is fast approaching.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the north.
Well, there's no shortage of those past. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find any.
You're a good friend, Clive.
I am, but I'm afraid I might not be able to do this one tonight. I'm getting damn tired.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
I...
Ta-ra then.
Thank you, Karen.
You could do this. Coin purse weighing you down. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Yep, get rid of
I reckon I
those.
can find a buyer.
Damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Interesting. But unfortunately, I don't have much need for it.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
Oh my goodness. I'm not foolish enough. Oh, you're welcome. Hmm.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Absolutely. Jill is always top priority. Hmm.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates.
Hmm.
What is it, Clive? You can always... Right.
Alright, we'll do a couple more conversations, then I really gotta get to bed. Oh.
While I admit I had my doubts at first, your man Quinton seems...
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. But I can't imagine what...
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, to supervise the young princes, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce. Alas, our time together was cut short. I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the
The guilt weighs heavily on him, but as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectation, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it. It is one of my greatest regrets, that I only ever offered him my wisdom, and what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages
I would love
agree
if you
that
just asked for a bottle of booze.
such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found, where even the most outlandish opinions are lacked.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust.
Oh, of course, everybody's seen
White
those.
blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild
differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color.
Aye.
There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try.
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
That's not something that I can do lately. I'm fighting God. Goodness, they just keep popping up out of the woodwork.
Joshua, I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
What a wingman.
It's not that far.
Well, brother, I see you have my best interest at heart.
Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive? I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
What's up, Dion?
The hour fast approaches. My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must be.
He must.
I await your word.
Thanks, Dion.
What can I get you, Sid?
One more round for the haul.
Honestly, Sid. Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy.
Yeah. I'll just have a water, thanks. Fuck you.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Woman, it's the middle of the day. How much do you expect me to drink? Alright, a couple of these seem like they'll be more emotional payoffs, which there were a lot of on these side quests. Very good. Nice culmination of a lot of the stories. In fact, let's reminisce a little bit before we sign off for the night. Looking back on our journeys. Oh, wow. Holy shit. We've almost filled this thing up now. of which is far-famed house of ill repute. Lubor. Dominance of the Phoenix, the bone of the Rustfield line. Huh. Torgal. God. What a game. What a truly epic game. I can't wait to do these side quests. But unfortunately, I'm out of steam for tonight. We shall have to call it quits there. Oh, whoops. Alright, we'll see you next time. Till then, stay plus ultra.